what do you guys think about facial hair? Do you like or dislike mustaches or beards? And do you think when you grow up that you'll want to have a mustache?
I would say a mustache. I'm not crazy about the beards, but I would say if it just grows on my face over time, I'd be like, okay, but I'd much rather just stick with the mustache.
I'd stick with the mustache too.
Sometimes I've seen some movies where like the cowboys, they have like the, and I'm like
a handlebar mustache.
I think you could rock a huge mustache.
like a cane, like a,
Yeah. Dali, like Salvador Dali's mustache.
I have no comments on that.
Hello, everybody. For today's very special episode of Recess Therapy, we are here with Nick Offerman. Nick, what's going on?
Hello there, Julian. Thank you for having me on to celebrate the release of my new book, Little Woodchucks, co-written with your aunt.
Yeah.
None other than Lee Buchanan.
Check the book out. It is amazing. It is all types of woodworking projects that you can do with a young person in your life.
It's full of really fun projects, including toast tongs and a box kite.
Imagine that. Well, enjoy the episode, and please check out Little Woodchucks. So, my friend, today we're talking about creativity. We're talking about woodworking. Have you ever worked with wood before?
No,
Do you know what it is?
it's about nature. If I made something with wood, I made a drum.
A drum.
Drums are woodworking. Yeah, that's a really cool thing to make out of wood.
Yeah, like you could dum-a-dee-dum-dum-dum.
Yeah, totally.
And then you could dum-a-dee-dum-dum-dum and it
What kinds of things are made out of wood?
trees,
What kinds of things could you build with the wood that you got from trees?
log.
A lot of things are made out of wood. Are you made out of wood?
No.
So, Nick and my aunt Lee made this book together of woodworking projects.
The projects are really fun to make for people your age. In the book, you're the titular little woodchucks, but you need some big woodchucks, like maybe your folks or some friends of the family, and you all make stuff together. So it's secretly for kids, but it's actually for everyone to behave like a kid and have fun making things together without needing to use an iPad.
You love screens?
I would say I like them, but I'm not like one of those kids who's always on the screen all day going.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those kids who, when it's breakfast time, my parents are like, Roman,
Yeah,
I have breakfast. I'm gonna bring it over in front of the TV screen. I'd much rather either be outside or spending some playtime or reading. I love reading.
Could you talk to us a little bit about why it's important to like do things with your hands and make things?
If it's like in the middle of a beautiful morning and everybody's outside except you, you're just sitting in front of the screen with a frown on your face and a rocking chair that you won't even rock in. Like, I think it's important to connect with the world.
That's pretty perceptive. This is one of the projects in my book, and it's called a slapstick. It makes that noise when you go like that, and it's so that you can look like you're hitting someone, like your friend, without really hitting them, if you pretend to slap each other rather than really do it.
Should we do some slapstick really quick?
Yeah.
Oh!
Wow. That sounded vicious.
Can't believe you just did that to me. Have you two ever made anything before?
I do make jewelry sometimes. Well, at my camp, I made 2 bracelets, but right before school even started, they just snapped off, which was a real shame, but
I used to make jewelry. When I was in college, I made jewelry and tie-dye t-shirts, and I would go sell them at music concerts.
Why do you love making things with your hands?
My family, some of them were farmers, and so we built our house, we built the garage, we built a barn. We all learned how to cook from our mom and dad. My mom made clothes. Once we began to be living with more luxury, I was like, you know what? I still like to get my hands dirty and be in charge of making stuff too, so that I don't just depend on companies to come make all my stuff, like my table or my ribeye.
I sort of have like a creative, well, as my parents say, I have sort of like a creative mind. Like I like to make stuff in the house and then play with that. So like I like to make cars, sometimes motorcycles, which I love. I'm sort of like one of those kids who's like, oh look, it's a Ducati 17 or all that stuff. I'm technically sort of like a motorcycle nerd, but I just love them.
Explain to me your love for motorcycles, Roman. Where'd that come from?
One, my grandfather has 2 motorcycles. So when I first saw them, I was like, and And to also just something about them. They just bring me joy, and they just make me feel happy.
Nova, are you rolling your eyes over there? Why?
Because I want to.
Have we reached your limit?
So what do you like to do when you have free time?
That's a great question. I love to read books. My wife and I love to do jigsaw puzzles together, and that's a way we can spend time together, but she doesn't have to hear me talk. But if I'm quiet, then she loves me.
Nick has a new book coming out that I want to show you if you want to take a peek at it. All about woodworking projects you could do with an adult.
I'm open to criticisms, but please be
Any
gentle.
feedback?
Wait, your last name is Offerman?
Yeah. What do you think? Should I change that up?
Maybe you could like say Nick Woodman.
Nick Woodman.
Yeah.
I'll take that under consideration.